What is up, guys and girls, and welcome to the second part of my beta save updates. So if you've watched the first part, you'll know that we are Newcastle United, and we were doing okay. We were doing all right. We were second in the league last time you left us. We had a good run of form. Let's go and have a look at the schedule. So I do believe this was sort of up until Sheffield United, wasn't it, where we left us, and we won 9-0. Was a massive win, and we had Ender Stevens sent off before the end of the first half, and we just dominated from then on. So we played the rest of it, or the latest part, on stream. So as usual, if you haven't seen it, get off back to Twitch and check out the stream. To be fair, there's not much to see. It's very, very in contrast to the last episode. So we went away to Chelsea in the Premier League and we lost 2-1. Abraham and Pulisic scoring. Joelinton getting a equaliser until Pulisic scored at the end of the game to condemn us to a 2-1 loss away at Stamford Bridge. Then we played Watford at St James's Park. Millcraft and Ki Sung-young getting the goals to make sure we win after Messina was sent off late in the second half. We went away to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and lost 2-1 to Tottenham. Harry Kane and Son Heung-min getting the goals before Maximin managed to get us a consolation goal. Wasn't enough to get a draw or anything better. We drew 1-1 at Bournemouth in the EFL Cup fourth round and lost to penalties. St Maximin on the score sheet again. Callum Wilson scoring a penalty to put Bournemouth ahead beforehand. Harry Wilson scored, Callum Wilson scored, Philip Billings scored, Jack Stacey scored and Jefferson Lerner scored. Ki Sung-young, who's taken all our penalties all season and hasn't missed one, obviously missed his penalty and we lost. Amoron, Shah and Maximum all scored their penalties. First game in November, we looked to turn another leaf and get back to winning ways as we played Wolves at home. We lost 1-0 with Diogo Jota getting the only goal of the game. Then we played Brighton 1-1. Definitely a game of two halves. Sean Longstaff scoring early on in the first half and Proper getting the equaliser in the 90+6th minute. Now this was a weird game because we dominated this game. There was only 4 minutes of added time, so I'm not really sure where the added 2 minutes came from for Davy Proper to actually score his equaliser, but that really, really stung. That was a really, really annoying game. We then went to Old Trafford to play Man United and we got absolutely hammered with Martial scoring a brace, Wan-Bissaka scoring on the 33rd minute and then Fred scoring on the 47th minute. We did eventually get a win though at St James's Park against Southampton. Isaac Hayden opening the scoring with St Maximin, Almiron and Muto also getting on the score sheet. We thought this might be a turning point, but then we went away to Dean Court to play Bournemouth where Callum Wilson scored a brace. Matt Ritchie also scored a brace and Jefferson Lerner managed to score to win the game for Bournemouth. So they knocked us out of the cup and they beat us in the league. Very, very, very painful loss that. We then managed to get a 1-1 draw at home against West Ham. Lascelles scoring an own goal to put West Ham 1 ahead before Miguel Almiron managed to get the equaliser. Another draw away this time at the Emirates against Arsenal. This one probably not a bad draw against Arsenal, who would expect us to get anything against an Arsenal side. So we did pretty well and we managed to grind out a 0-0 draw. Turning point? Probably not, because then we went and played Leicester at the King Power Stadium and Jamie Vardy scored a brace, another late winner. Another late goal, scored against us. It does seem like we struggled to play the full 90 minutes and a 2-0 loss away there. And then finally we finished up on Manchester City at home. Morales got sent off, our Scottish striker, or he's not a Scottish striker, but the striker we got from Scotland, from Rangers, getting himself sent off after we went 1-0 up. Probably the turning point. I mean, Man City didn't start scoring until the 46th minute, so we did quite a good job of holding them off until the second half, but then they come out, all guns are blazing. Silva, Rodri, Angelino scoring, and condemning us to another win and a 5th game on the bounce without a win. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the squad. As you can see, we've picked up a few injuries. Emil Kraft's got a knock. John Joe Shelby's got a knock. Morelos is obviously suspended after his sending off. Javi Manquillo is injured, awaiting treatment for a virus. And Joe Linton is injured. He's been injured for quite some time now, and he's due back soonish, I guess. We have picked up a few injuries. As you can see there, we have accepted bids for our star man, Ki Sung-young. He is currently under transfer bid from the following clubs: Lokomotiv Moscow and Young Boys, 4.1 million and 4.2 million respectively. Ideally, we didn't want to get rid of him, but as you can see there, he's leaving it on a free transfer at the end of his contract anyway, so we did want to get some money for him. Just a matter of he didn't want to sign a new contract. He just didn't want it. He is 30 years old, and he is valued at 5.5 million. I would have preferred to have kept him, with him being our top goal scorer, 9 goals in 14 appearances, 2 assists, and an average rating of 7.46. He really has been our star player this season. It's just a shame we couldn't keep hold of him. So the dynamics we're working with at the minute is we've got a couple of players with issues. Andy Carroll's concerned he wants to start more games, but every time I start him, in fact, last time I put him on the bench, he got injured. So he is in our plans. We are going to start playing him a little bit more. Sean Longstaff is apparently asking to leave because we won't give him a new deal at the minute. That's basically just because we want to wait to the end of the season. Obviously, we want to keep Sean Longstaff and Matty Longstaff, who's out on loan at Cardiff, I believe. We've got DeAndre Yedlin, who is unhappy. He wants to go out on loan for playing time. So we have had some problems with dynamics. Although the dressing room atmosphere is going up again, we have got a couple of things holding us back. Managerial support is still okay. Players are happy with you as manager and are enjoying their time playing for you. And the team cohesion is getting there as well. So that's good. We are just trying to find that happy medium for everyone. So club vision, playing attacking football, very pleased. Sign players under the age of 22 for the future, satisfied. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team, satisfied. Do not sign players over the age of 30. We haven't signed anyone over the age of 30, so that's saying with reserving judgment. Work within the wage budget, which we've done. We're on course to do that. Premier League mid-table, they're pleased with us because we're around mid-table now, but we haven't been most of the season. Reached the 5th round of the FA Cup. We haven't got to that point yet because we're not in the FA Cup just yet. The FL Cup reached 4th round minimum. We passed that. We reached the 4th round and then got knocked out to obviously Bournemouth, like I've just said. As per, looking to sell the club. We have currently been through 2 transfer embargoes. Not that we've got much money to spend anyway, but we've been through 2 transfer embargoes with Mike Ashley trying to sell the club, and they quite realistically in Newcastle and Mike Ashley terms broke down. So every time they come in now, I'm just going to be like, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be too bothered. Finance-wise, we've still got 18 million in the transfer budget, 56 million in the overall balance. We seem to be okay. We're not breaking any rules on the financial fair play. In the UEFA Champions League, which we're never going to get to this season anyway, well, I'll say this season, probably for the foreseeable future. And the Premier League, we're okay for that one as well. So that's very good. Development Centre, have a quick look at this. We've got 2 first team candidates. Freddie Woodman, who's out on loan, apparently could become a star player and potentially better than Dubravka, which is good because he is our first choice goalkeeper. He's currently on loan at Swansea, so he's decent. He's been pipped for a while now. So, and then we've got Sean Longstaff's younger brother, Matty Longstaff, who's on loan to Cardiff. He's valued at 11.25 million. Again, he seems like he's pretty good. He's scored 2 goals in 19 appearances for Cardiff. Not bad for a midfielder, and a 19-year-old one at that. As we've mentioned, we were in 2nd place at the end of the last video. This one, not so much. We've dropped down to 11th. We've had a really poor run of form, and we are about to lose our top goal scorer, which is also pretty sucky. We are in the 3rd round of the FA Cup against Bristol Rovers at home. We should get to the 4th round, and hopefully we'll get a nice, kind draw in the 4th round as well, so we can reach the board's expectance of the 5th round. But we're 23 points on the board as we speak. We've had 8 losses, 5 draws and 6 wins. As you can see, the 6 wins have been Southampton, Watford, Sheffield United, Aston Villa, Everton and Norwich. Games we probably should be winning anyway. Draws, we've got a decent one against Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Burnley and West Ham. Possibly all points dropped. And we've lost to Manchester City, Leicester, Bournemouth, Man United, Wolves, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool. So there's some big games there we're probably not going to expect to lose. I'd say we've dropped points against Bournemouth. Wolves are doing pretty well. They're 5th in the league at the minute, so I wouldn't say their points dropped. And obviously Manchester City, Leicester, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, they're all pretty big sides. So although Leicester aren't doing much better than us, so maybe that is points dropped there. We are currently 8 points off relegation, and we are currently 11 points off Europe. So we are where we should be, I guess. Newcastle are a mid-table team. They're expecting us to finish mid-table. We are in mid-table. I wouldn't say it's a bad season, just an average season. We've lost against the teams we should be losing against. We've won against the teams we probably should be winning against, and we're drawing against more teams than I would like, to be fair. We probably should have picked up a couple of wins in them games. So that's about it for this episode, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And if you want to hit me up in the messages, just drop a message below and I'll always try and message back. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been brilliant. I'll see you again in the next episode. Peace out.